Hello fellas, what's up my friends? This is Martin 446. Today was something a little different. A long time ago, well actually this month, MrBaaasNL did ask me to do a redo or a comeback review on the Neca Icon Series 2 Jason Voorhees from Freddy vs. Jason. And I said yes, and I got finally time today. Well actually I had a longer time to do it, but today I decided to do it. I'm really sorry MrBaaasNL for the wait. And for the rest of all, this is my really first post of February itself, February 2012. I really apologize about that. I was a little lazy at the time and I had some things going on. But finally I've decided to do a redo or a comeback review of the Neca Icon Series 2 Jason Voorhees. And of course I have an original review on this guy. Click here if you want to check it out. That was a long time ago, about I think almost 2 years ago. But I do a redo today for you now. But this is of course the Jason from Freddy vs. Jason. Also a kind of a hated Jason for many people because some things, yeah, didn't kind of make sense, and well, I actually really like the look of Jason in Freddy vs. Jason. I have to admit, I think it looks pretty awesome. First of all, the thing that people hate most is the fact that Jason got Frankenstein boots, and yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that either. But it was just alright. Could have been better, but it was just alright. His mask, yeah, if you saw Jason Goes to Hell, it was completely damaged, and this time he's got a very new hockey mask, which is kind of strange. But for the rest of all, he looked pretty decent. For the figure itself, this is of course one of those first figures from Neca, so don't expect a lot of articulation. What you do always get with Neca is the paint and detail. Take a look at his clothes, his pants. They are beautiful sculpted. I mean, this is just top notch. His pants are very nicely detailed and painted. His boots are a very shiny finish, which I really like. Very cool. His jacket is very nicely detailed. Just fantastic looking. You even see all those details, all those weather, all those rips, I'm sorry. Take a look at the mask. His mask looks very nice as well. Really reminds me of the Part 3 Jason, but the Part 3 Jason was a little different in the mask design. See a little hair right there. Very nicely detailed. One thing I don't like is, well, it's not Neca's fault, but you can actually take his mask off, which is a very nice touch. You got a very nice looking mask with some very nice straps, but this is the fact how Jason looks in Freddy vs. Jason, and still to this day, I'm not a big fan of his face. Many people will agree, I think, but I'm not a big fan of his face. Well, it's not Neca's fault. But the producers who made Freddy vs. Jason, it could have been so much better in my personal preference, because he had no nose since Part 6, and he looks just way too Frankenstein lookish, which is a bummer. That's one thing I don't like about the Freddy vs. Jason. Got some little hair right there, but the design, not a big fan. But the paint and detail is still very fantastic. Take a look at the mask on. In a way of articulation, again, it's Neca Cult Classics, very limited, because this is made in, I think, back in 2004, so that's a long time ago. But anyway, he's got a swivel head right there, no ball joint. He's got a swivel in the shoulders. At this particular arm, he's got a swivel in the elbow. This particular arm doesn't have the swivel in the elbow, which is kind of a bummer. He's got swivel hands, but his hands are very rubbery, which is pretty funny. And you see how much detail they put in the hands. There is a swivel at the waist, and there is a kind of a swivel down at the boot. That's all what you get. That's all what you get. In the way of his accessories, he does come with a very cool machete. Many people like this particular machete of Neca. It is different. Yeah, it's just different, and the paint and the wash looks very nice. I do like the machete also as well. He looks very cool. You got this nice detail, this nice weather in the blade itself. He's pretty flexible. Don't be too hard on this thing, so it might break. Sorry. But he looks very decent. Of course, you can put the machete in Jason's hand. And now you can make a pose. He attacks someone. And that's pretty much the figure. I do like this figure. Despite the fact the articulation and the... well, this is not Neca's fault, but the face. It's a pretty nice looking figure. I'd probably give this figure about a 7. I really like the paint and detail. That's the thing that Neca always is being a champion. Is their paint and detail. Right now also with their articulation. But this is a figure that is made in the past. But MrBaaasNL, I hope you enjoyed this review. I made this review special for you because you've asked a long time ago, and I apologize, still apologize it took so long. But this was my redo review about the Freddy vs. Jason Voorhees, and I see you guys next time. Later.